Let's jump into some fiction. So first we have the Big and Little box set. Great for babies and toddlers. Has this great case for storing them, and it comes with 4 little board books, perfect size for their little hands. Each one has a sweet little story about these big and little animals. Really cute illustrations and bright colors to capture their attention. And little babies and toddlers who love animals will love these. Next we have one of our dual readers, and the dual readers are such a cool concept because they're kind of for 2 different reading levels. If you have maybe a toddler or preschooler who doesn't have a very long attention span, who won't sit through a full story, you can just read the top lines of the story and it totally makes sense as a story. And then if you have an older child, or as your child gets older, you can read the top line and the bottom lines for more of a complete longer story. If you have a child who's learning to read, maybe they can read the top line and then you can read the bottom line so they have a little part in the reading. This one's princess stories. There's also fairy tales and train stories, farmyard tales, and Bible stories. So check these out. These are such a cool concept with the dual reader. Next we have Ted and Friends. And Ted and Friends is a combined volume of 12 different phonics readers. Our phonics readers were created in consultation with a learning expert, or a language expert, sorry, and they're great for learning to read. It comes with this CD, that's great for in the car, or maybe if you're busy, you can pop that in, they can read along and keep them occupied for a little bit. Ted and Friends has these 12 stories, such as Fat Cat on a Mat, Ted in a Red Bed, Fox in a Box. So each story focuses on that different sound, and that's a great way for them to learn that sound when reading. It also has these cute little fold-outs to make it a little fun for the kids. And these stories are just really cute and fun, so great for read aloud for maybe your preschooler or toddler, and then when they start to reading, it will really build their reading skills. And what's fun about all stories that are illustrated by Stephen Cartwright is they have this little yellow duck hiding on each page for the kids to find, so it adds a little bit of fun and keeps their attention. The dual readers also have a little yellow duck on each page, so those are a lot of fun. And we also have the phonics readers in individual books too. If you are familiar with I'm a Dirty Dinosaur, our cute little dinosaur is back in I'm a Hungry Dinosaur, and this one he's making a cake, and he's shaking and stirring and patting. It's a lot of fun, has the rhyming element as well. This one's actually illustrated in real chocolate frosting and sprinkles, and has these thick laminated pages that kind of almost wipe clean, almost indestructible. This one is a lot of fun. Next we have the very sweet I Love You Animally. It has these really muted colors and illustrations and really simple text, so it's a great bedtime story. It goes through the animal kingdom, different ways that you love your child. We have, let's see, I love you colorfully like a parrot. I love you playfully like a ferret. So there's the rhyming element throughout the whole story. And I love you birdily, buggily, animally. I love you so, for you are my family. Just a really sweet story, great for bedtime. Next we have the beautiful illustrated alphabet. It comes with this slipcover. It has a canvas cover with this kind of metallic accents and a ribbon for keeping your place. And it goes through the alphabet in a zoo from alpaca to zebra, and each page has these beautiful illustrations and then a little story that focuses on that letter. The baboons wanted a big box of bananas but had to make do with buns from the bin by the bench. So this one is just really beautiful, well made. I could see this being in the family for a really long time. A great keepsake book. Next we have this series about this cute little penguin called Pipkin. He's a curious little penguin, and he has a different question in each book. This one is how big is a million? So he goes through and asks his friends how big is a million. He learns how big is 100, how much is 1,000, And then at the back of each of these books, there's this giant fold-out poster. And in this one, there's actually 1,000,000 stars. So the kids kind of have a concept of how big is 1,000,000. Also, how deep is the sea? Where do baby animals come from? So we love this little penguin in our house. Those are really cute stories. And next we have Nibbles the Book Monster. And oh my goodness, my kids are obsessed with Nibbles the Book Monster. He loves to eat books. He escapes from this book and he takes over other people's stories, such as Goldilocks and the Three Bears, and he eats through their books. There's these little cutouts in each one. Really cute versions of the story where he kind of takes over the story. Little Red Riding Hood and Jack and the Beanstalk. These cute little word bubbles throughout. Really funny story. And then the kids get to capture him. And then he escapes again and has this cute little plush that they can play along with it. This one is so fun. My kids read this over and over again. One of my favorite series with Usborne is our illustrated stories. These are beautiful books and full of just different stories. Great for little readers. Beautiful illustrations throughout. They come with a little ribbon bookmark so they can mark their place each night. There's stories such as Shakespeare or Aesop's stories. There's enchanting stories. Great for introducing your kids to classic literature kind of on their level. We have also chapter books for the older children. Secret Mermaid is great for maybe first grade and up. It's about this little girl named Molly, and she finds a magical shell necklace and goes on a magical mermaid adventure, and it has little illustrations throughout. This one's just really fun. My first grader is loving this one. Next we have a new fantasy book called The Impossible Quest. This one is great for probably about 9 and up, and it's great for boys and girls because there's both of those characters in this. And these 4 characters escape from a castle and find 4 magical creatures to awaken the 4 sleeping heroes. So it's a great adventure, and it's exciting, heroic fantasy for the children that like those types of stories. Finally, we have The Last 13, great for probably middle schoolers and up. It's a nonstop suspense, action-packed book. This one actually starts with book 13 and goes down to book 1. So book 13 is the first one. This one's really popular with older kids, and also Conspiracy 365 is great for the older kids. Even on up to adults love these as well.